Nearly 100 feet beneath the Egyptian desert, archaeologists are exploring a newly discovered tomb complex. Their mission is to open the 2,600-year-old sarcophagus of a high-ranking individual. Inside this sealed limestone casing, they hope to find a mummy that could unlock the ancient Egyptian secrets of life and death. In such a high-stakes environment, even the tiniest mistake could be catastrophic. Leading the investigation is the renowned Egyptologist Dr. Ramadan Hussein and his archaeological team. They are currently excavating one of Egypt's most significant monuments, utilizing the latest laser scanning technology to document and uncover the site's hidden history. By creating both surface and subterranean maps, the team has revealed a vast, intricate network of shafts and channels extending nearly 30 meters underground. This vertical system, codenamed Shaft K24, leads to tombs dating back thousands of years. At a depth of 9 meters, the cemetery is packed with rows of mummies. Further down, at 17 meters, they discovered 10 more mummies stacked in 2 rows, one on top of the other. It is clear that almost every available space in this shaft was utilized for burials. Deepest of all, at 20 meters, an entrance in the south wall holds the remains of an uncle and his nephew. The tomb complex at the bottom of K24 dates back to 600 BC. While most burial chambers here are filled with multiple occupants and decaying funerary goods, there is one notable exception. One specific chamber is shrouded in mystery. Unlike the others, it was reserved for a single individual equipped with a massive stone sarcophagus. From the inscriptions found on the secure stone lid, scientists have identified the owner's name, Tatihor. Further investigation revealed that Tatihor was a woman. To learn more about her, the team must open this monumental casing. They began by carefully prying up the 5-ton lid just a few centimeters to see if a coffin or mummy remained inside, an incredibly dangerous task. Using a specialized feed-in camera, Dr. Hussein took a closer look, searching for inscriptions. If the interior is decorated as Ramadan suspects, it would prove that Tatihor was a woman of great wealth who received a high-status, delicate funeral. The team then prepared to fully remove the lid of Tatihor's massive sarcophagus. They planned to slide the lid onto steel rods to move it, but a disagreement arose between the site foreman, Amal, and the project engineer, Ayman. Ayman advocated for placing rollers directly on the stone edge, but Amal insisted on using traditional methods passed down through generations, placing the rollers on wooden boards. Ultimately, they decided to follow the traditional path. In the cramped corridor, they used wooden planks to push out the 3-meter-long lid. There was no room for error. To put the weight in perspective, a typical family car weighs about 1 ton. This stone lid weighed as much as 5 cars. Any slip or failure would have had serious consequences. Finally, the ancient lid began to move. For the first time in 2,600 years, human eyes gazed upon Tatihor. While the elaborate funeral suggests she was a remarkable figure, few artifacts could definitively identify her. However, her solitary burial speaks volumes. In ancient Egypt, women held significant power. They could own property, choose their husbands, initiate divorce, and engage in trade. Compared to women in the 1940s Europe or America, ancient Egyptian women like Tatihor possessed far more rights and financial autonomy. Because the wooden coffin inside was beginning to crumble into ash due to 2 millennia of heat and humidity, the team worked quickly to replicate it using photogrammetry. This process involves stitching together hundreds of overlapping photos to create a permanent, high-resolution 3D digital model that can be studied in minute detail. Upon re-examining the Tatihor inscriptions, Ramadan identified a specific name, Turkimus. The hieroglyphs, a flat blue symbol, 3 dots, and an owl, represent a demon who serves as the guardian of the final gate to the celestial realm. The Egyptians believed that written words held power. If this text were inscribed on the coffin, it served as Tatihor's passport to heaven and eternity. The ancient Egyptians believed the journey after death was treacherous, filled with terrifying demons and guarded gates. To navigate these obstacles, the deceased needed specific spells and incantations. By knowing the name of a gatekeeper like Turkinus, one could control their power and pass safely. These instructions were often found in royal tombs as a guide known as the Book of the Dead. It served as a manual for leaving the world of the living and entering immortality. Tatihor's elaborate inscriptions were part of a premium funeral package designed to ensure she successfully reached the afterlife. Yet many questions about Tatihor remain, and the only way to answer them is to examine her remains directly.